Morning. Short video today. Gonna be taking a look at a couple of games. Start with the letter E on the AYANEO. And gonna start off with 11 watts and Enslaved Odyssey to the West. Alright, just jumping in here. As usual, dealing with a game from the PS3 era. So 11 watts. Once we get in game, you'll see we're running at pretty much 60 frames. Going to display options here. Just going to show you resolution, graphics settings medium, keep sync on. That's it. Easy peasy. Alright, let's continue journey here. Still at the start of the game, so no huge spoilers.
Hey! Where are you going? Let's get off this thing!
So you're gonna get a couple of dips here and there. Not sure if it's because of VSync or not, but without VSync the frame rate really goes up. Generally you get a couple of hitches here and there. But everything runs very well at 60.
Escape pods? What are you talking? I can't find this thing. Gotta get my weapons back. Where's my stuff? Huh? The stuff. Where's my gear? Stuff you took away from me.
I can't talk to you, it's against the rules. Item storage in the lower hall.
Slave 6B58 is assisting escaping prisoner. Level 1 infraction. Command. Terminate Slave 6B58.
Relief!
Escape pod 8 launched. 7 pods remaining.
Alright.
My ride. At least I can get my gear back.
Hopefully that gives you an idea how well this game runs.
Is that active?
We're gonna jump on to next game on the list here. Alright, so that is Edge of Eternity. Gonna keep it at 11 watts. Game is an RPG, slightly newer. Performance at 11 watts isn't amazing, but it's good enough. So here I'm going to show you the settings. So you got full screen, VSync on, graphic preset. Well, I'll show you the graphic presets. So we're doing balanced, render distance 1, disable ambient occlusion, screen space shadows enabled, depth of field enabled, motion blur disabled, filming film blur is enabled, light shaft disabled. So LOD is 0.4, distance object update rate is 1.05, texture resolution is 1, shadow quality is 0, shadow map resolution 0, lighting quality is 80, shader quality is 80, tessellation is 0, vegetation quality is 50, shadow density is 0.5, and sky quality is 2. Alright. So you'll see, once we jump into the game, I'm gonna leave this on easy. We're gonna hit, like, what are we gonna hit? 40s, mid 40s. But the game's turn-based RPG, so it kind of doesn't matter. I'm gonna skip these cutscenes as much as I can, so that you can see the first two battles. It does have an open world after the second battle, but the second battle takes a while to complete, so I'm gonna just show you guys the bare minimum so you can have an idea of how the game looks and runs. So within these enclosed environments, we're getting close to 60 at 11 watts. But after this, you'll see the next battle is going to be in an external environment. That's going to run at around 40 FPS. So I'm just going to skip this here. Skip. Yeah, there's a lot of tutorials in the beginning. Skip that. Cutscenes usually run around 40-50 frames. They look fine. Here you can see external cutscenes. This is the second battle.
Mordo, close the gap!
So you can see we're getting 50s.
Off Sandra's back. Sandra, you can focus on your casting now.
We're getting lower 40s here. Never goes into the 30s really. I mean, it might go for a few seconds, but
Sandra, keep it up. Sil, it's targeting you. Brace yourself.
I haven't played too much of this, but I've heard that the story is pretty okay. So it's one of those, you know, new RPGs that's worth a look. Alright. But yeah, within the open world, you're gonna get around 40 frames here. You can increase the wattage and run it at 15 watts if you want 60 FPS. Honestly, it's an RPG. I don't see the need to do that. But choice is yours. You can see graphically it looks fine. I mean, given how the game usually looks, this is about standard. It's not gonna look like a gaming powerhouse or whatever. It's just a very average looking game. I'm looking forward to seeing how the story in this game plays out. Hopefully it's gonna be good. I don't really know if it's gonna be, but we'll see. Alright, I'm gonna stick this out until the end of the fight because it looks like we're heading towards that moment anyways.
Magic, come to our aid.
Right after this fight, there's a bit of an open world thing.
Bastard! I'm gonna take you down!
Ooh, so dramatic. Alright, let's just finish this fight off because we're kind of at that point anyways. I wish I could have been able to save right after this fight, but I still haven't figured out where the save points are, so I don't know. I don't even know what the save points in this game look like. And alright, fight's done. So we're in the open world now, and we're hitting 30s.
Let's go. Keep an eye out for survivors.
But like I said before, game's an RPG at 11 watts really doesn't matter.
Where's the air brigade? Where's the 5th contingent? What the hell are they doing?
If they're not here yet, then
No! There's no way they've been wiped out! No way!
There's no split second gameplay. To be honest, you could run this at 30. I wouldn't see a problem with that. The game's kind of just, you know.
Someone's taking over!
Look out! Please look out! No.
don't look. Stay here. Stay with me and we'll make it.
Alright. And if you've had a look at the game, gonna turn this off. It does have some beautiful textures here and there. Like overall the game doesn't look that pretty, but it has, like, you can tell it has a pretty look. I don't know if that makes sense. Anyways, I'm gonna quit this game, and we're gonna stay on 11 watts and try out Everspace. Can confirm this game runs at 11 watts without any issues. We'll see a constant 60. So I'm just going to go into options here so you can have a look. So 1280-800, Windows full screen, subtitles advanced. Alright, so anti-aliasing quality medium, effects quality medium, post-process medium, shadow quality low, texture medium, view distance medium, VSync on, FXAA. That's it. Yeah. And you'll see.
As you can see from your fuel gauge, a substantial amount was consumed during transit. You should aim to refill the jump drive completely. There is a mineable asteroid nearby. Shoot at it to extract fuel.
We're pretty much hitting a constant 60 here. Got a bit of traffic outside. I actually prefer Chorus to Everspace as a space game. It's a lot more fun. But to each their own.
Remaining well provisioned is key to survival in the cluster. Before leaving the orbit, it is recommended you explore the location for resources.
If Everspace is something that you prefer rather than Chorus, I completely understand. But hopefully this gives you an idea.
Resources. And a weapon. But you don't have a free slot to install it. Decide for yourself whether you want to equip or salvage it. There is an outlaw ship incoming. I would advise activating your weapon overdrive in order to prepare for the encounter. This will enhance your weapon damage considerably.
I like the sound of that.
No, I'm good. Alright, let's see, where's the enemies? I haven't figured out how space combat in this works. But yeah, you can see we're hitting
Resources are essential for crafting and upgrading your equipment.
constant 60 here.
We have exhausted our possibilities here. I suggest advancing to the next location.
What's my objective?
Alright, I'm gonna quit out of here. Really quick, I'm going to launch Everspace 2 so you can have a look at how that runs. Now, in order to run that, I'm gonna have to up our watts to 20. Jump into here and run it on Game Pass. So, should launch in a second. This game's on early access. It's severely unoptimized. So I'm just going to show you the settings. Max FPS 30. You're not going to get more than 30 on this. Just letting you know. VSync on, FPS cap on. Everything low. Shading medium. Shadows low. Anti-aliasing low. FX low. Post-processing low. Shading medium. Shadows low. Textures medium. View distance medium. Volumetrics low. Don't know what that is. SSGI. Resolution scaling is 80. It looks fine even with that resolution scaling. Everything else on. And I'm just going to quickly jump into the game here. So at 20 watts with these settings, we're going to hit pretty much constant 30.
Watch out. You may call this a warning shot. Attackers are advised to disengage at once. Great. Slip between a rock and then dead. I hope you know how to handle a cannon. This isn't my first dance, you know. Right. The military clone thing. Shooting scrap is in your genes.
Ooh. Graphics are... It's running a bit slower than I expected. But... Let me just change a couple of the settings and see what that does. So I'm going to turn shading to low, leave textures like that, and turn that to low. See what that does. Apply. Alright, so now we're hitting pretty much a 30. Want to keep textures on medium. Like if we're running at 30, at least it's going to look nice. So this game's in early access.
Exposed. Stay low and out of the cruiser's sight.
Controls are a bit too floaty for my taste. It's kind of Everspace as it is. Yeah, that's the general performance you're gonna get from this. Even if I run textures at low, performance is just about gonna be the same. You can see gain about a frame or two, but that's about it. So it's kind of pointless to lower textures. If you want, you can lower resolution scaling to 70. And I'll put it firmly in 30 category. And the game itself doesn't look that bad at 30. Oh, I meant at 70. I'm just paying attention to the... God, I suck at this. Yeah, I'm gonna die. And I'm dead. Cool. Really not used to this. I'm really not used to this. But yeah, anyways, that gives you a good idea of how it runs Everspace 2, at least at this early stage. The game's still in early access. I think there's going to be a lot of optimizations to it incoming. So, given time, might improve, might not improve, I have no idea. Final game, Evoland 2. Go run this at 5 watts. This is Zelda-like RPG. And just gonna load into the middle of the game. There's no frame counter, but you can kind of tell at 5 watts it's running fine. Game looks good. No issues whatsoever. Like, this game has 2D and 3D sections. So the idea is that it's like a homage to RPGs of the 16-bit era and the 32-bit era. So you're gonna have graphics changing from Game Boy to NES to Super NES to PlayStation. The first one was fun, but it felt a little uninspired. The second is a lot better. Would not call it the greatest game, but if you need your Zelda fix on the PC or something, there's very little you can go wrong with this kind of game. Yeah, even if you choose no, you're gonna fight them anyways, so, yeah. Oh, this is confusing. Yeah. And you guys can tell it's working fine. So I'm just gonna stop the video there. Thanks for watching. Short update. Gonna return tomorrow with game starting with F. Let's do a preview of that before I go. Alright, so get rid of E, go to F, and I'm at F, right? Come on, guys, don't fail me now. Yeah, there we go. So we got a couple of Final Fantasy games, Far Cry 6, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, Final Fantasy 7. Well, I'm only gonna do one of these, like either Final Fantasy 9 or Final Fantasy 7, not both. And Fallout New Vegas, and if I can, I'll try and throw in Fallout 4 as well. Alright, thanks a lot for watching. See you next time. Take care of yourself. Bye.